Kevin and Twanita Lassiter. We've been married for 18 years now.
Because when we got married, we were 22. First of all, we only dated for about a month or so.
Yeah.
Right? So everything went really fast. So we didn't know each other very long. And I went to Maryland to go visit him for New Year's Eve. And I remember saying, I love you. And then I was like, oh, take it back. Right? I couldn't take it back because I already said it. We got our orders, which were to tell us what location we're going to be stationed at. My orders came in before his, and it said I was
Go ahead.
said I was going to Germany. And so he was like, hey, just wait until I get my orders. You know, I might get mine tomorrow, whatever, and we can, you know, we go together. But saying he wanted to go to Germany. And so I said to him, if you go to Germany, we better be married. Actually, I wrote it.
She wrote it in a note. We in class, we sat next to each other in class, and we passing notes like kids.
We better be married. Slid it to him, and his eyes got big. Right. Like that, right?
So I was like, this is a whole nother conversation. We gotta ain't no notes. We gotta talk about this. I'm like, well, hold up. Now I might get Germany, and that's where I want to go anyway. So hold on, we might get to go over there together, right? And she says, well, I'll try. I'm like, what you mean you'll try? Just wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna go get my assignment tomorrow. I go get my Germany. So I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm happy the whole time we down there, because I'm like, one, I got what I wanted. Two, my girl gonna be over there. So I got the double win, right? So happy I could have been skipping. I was so happy, right? And I go, guess what my assignment was? She like, what? I got Germany. And she go, oh, well, while y'all was down there, I went over to the orderly room and told them to change my assignment to Kansas. And I'm like, I asked you to wait. I told you I would try. Try meant that as soon as I walked away, she was going to go over there and try to get her assignment changed.
I tried. In my defense, I really was not comfortable going all the way to Germany.
Long story short, we went to Kansas. It's a military love story.
Yeah.
That's right, the best it is, a military love story. So we became married, soldiers, married, and parents within about 13 months.
Yeah.
It was a big transition because, again, like trying to learn what the Army's about, what marriage is supposed to be like, and then, oh, now we got a kid on the way.
Definitely was an adjustment for me in that regard. I didn't know how to be a wife. I didn't even know what that looked like, right? So I just did what I thought was okay. Stayed on the phone with my mom a lot to learn how to cook. Like, really cook. Yeah, I knew that being a wife meant so much more than just being a girlfriend. For you, I feed myself.
A very unique challenge in the beginning because we both had the same job, MOS in the Army, and we were in the same exact unit.
Yeah.
So because we were both in the same unit and we both did the same job, people actually tried to make us compete against each other all the time. We have our own little internal competitiveness that we do. Right? The military kind of added it tuned it up a little bit, but the other thing the military did that helped us though was that we both kind of learned that teamwork thing. We learned how to work together, and then I think for us together, it wasn't about anybody getting credit for stuff. It was just, this is what has to get done, and let's just make sure it gets done. We didn't have a honeymoon because of when we got married. We decided, the next year we were gonna do something. She like, I want to go on a cruise, and I'm like, cruising? That's for old people. And she like, no, we really gotta go. It's gonna be great. So I'm like, all right, you really want to do this? Let's just do it. And we go, and we had a blast.
Yeah, that was an old.
Yeah, I had head in, so that was a long time ago.
When we go on vacation, I get to have his undivided attention. Flirting that takes place, and just kind of reminded in the spark of, oh yeah, we did used to do this. Oh yeah, he does. Just like, damn.
I think it's a relationship reset for us because, and that's why I think it's so important that we go on trips alone. Like, I love my family, I love my children, I really do. But it's times where I don't want to be dad, I don't want to be Sergeant Lassiter. I want to be Kevin. I want to be with my wife.
Yeah.
And so vacationing and traveling alone gives us the opportunity to do that. And the particular method that we like to do is cruising or all-inclusive resort stays because you have no responsibility, right? So we just can focus on, having that conversation, sitting down and just holding hands and not doing nothing. and just being there in that intimate space. We need to have that reset for us, because if we get that, it just helps us be better people. So I love it.
Stop looking at me like that. The best advice that I personally can give is that you write your own love story. You don't have to mimic what you saw in your home. Do it your way. And when you do it your way, that's when it ends up being better. You do it your way. We were, like he mentioned, being, repeating what we saw in our homes, right, wrong, or indifferent. And it took us going to therapy. Don't be afraid to go to therapy. Go to therapy. Mm-hmm. Go solo, go as couples, go to therapy, right? Because it helps you work out those things that you might not even realize that's a thing that triggers or adds to whatever's going on in your relationship.
First one she said, communication is key. Y'all have to talk to each other. Mm-hmm. But the second part of it is that you have to know when is the right time to talk to each other. Knowing your partner, having emotional intimacy, because intimacy is, a lot of times people think it's just physical intimacy, but no, intimacy is being your whole authentic self with your partner and not having to feel like you got to filter to be ashamed of it or hide it.
Words, right? Yeah. When you really know how powerful your words are and how quickly it can destroy something and you can't fix it, you operate a lot differently. That's not always an easy thing to do, though. Like, that's not always an easy thing to do, especially like when you're in that emotional state and you are absolutely mad with your partner, Yeah, it's not always an easy thing to do. Oh, I'm so mad at him, and I would mumble whatever I'm mumbling and say what I'm saying. But when I got in my prayer closet, okay, let me speak life. I still got to pray over him. Let me make sure I do this, And then it's, okay, God, help me fix my heart. Help me respond differently. Help, you know what I mean? Like, help me be better.
Because more people, they want the wedding, but don't want the marriage. Everybody wants to have the opportunity to be seen, to have all my friends be there and family be there, and I get to dress up, and it's all about us, and have this destination thing, this big blown up thing where you get to be the star. And so people want to have the wedding, but don't realize that the marriage is a partnership.
And one of the things that we said was, I don't believe in divorce. And when we got married, we said again, it's like, well, you stuck with me. We ain't getting no divorce. And I think it was easy for us to say, we're not getting a divorce. We don't believe in that, until we had to face those trials, right? Now, what are you going to do when the trial comes up? Are you going to tuck your tail and you're going to run? Or are you going to actually figure out how to resolve the issue? And for us, we figured out how to resolve the issue. But we can learn how to communicate. Let's go to therapy. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's resolve the issue. Use your resources. Keep God in the middle, or as the head, rather. Keep God there, and you can navigate the rest of it.
First off, I know whatever I got going on, we got going on. Yeah. Whether that's a success, whether that's a endeavor, whether that's an obstacle, whatever it is, I'm never alone in something. There's a power in that. And so I think that that's one of the benefits of marriage. We can take on something together.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. It's the mistakes, the trials, it's the tribulations that help you form it to make it better to where it is, like you said, your perfect journey. It's perfect for us. It's perfectly imperfect, and that works.
I would say, when a man finds a wife, he finds himself a good thing. Love each other, be great to each other, and build empires together, because it's worth it.
Oh, I love you.
All the things that you do.